experienced my first symptoms of FMF in 2006. I woke up in the middle of the night with excruciating abdominal pain and no idea what it was. It wasn't like I just had a bit of a dodgy stomach, or it wasn't like cramps or period pains or anything like that. It would build throughout 24 hours. It was excruciating and I just couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. It was so bad that my dad suggested that we just go straight to A&E and find out what was going on. They thought it was appendicitis, so they kept me in there overnight, and then it just went, and the doctors didn't know what had happened. They couldn't tell me what had caused it. After the initial attack, I had episodes every 6 months or so, and over the next 5 years I saw a lot of specialists. So I saw a gynaecologist, as it was suggested I might have polycystic ovaries. That was ruled out, thankfully, because I was very worried that I wouldn't be able to maybe have children. I saw a gastroenterologist who suggested it might be in my appendix, so I had my appendix taken out. And then he suggested it might be Crohn's disease, so I went to see someone who performed a colonoscopy to assess that. It was really frustrating to be passed from doctor to doctor and for no one to have any clear idea as to what it could be. It was really hard for my family as well to watch me go through all of these things. And it was very stressful to think that it could happen at any time, especially after I got engaged. The thought that it could happen on my wedding day and my whole day would be ruined because of this thing, that was very upsetting. After having 2 operations in the space of 3 weeks, I was feeling very depressed, very low about the prospect of ever figuring out what this was. I went to another specialist and he asked me, "Are you Jewish? Do you have any Jewish heritage?" I said yes. He said, "Have you ever heard of familial Mediterranean fever?" And I said no. He said, "Well, it's normally predominant in the Sephardi Jewish community. Are you Sephardi?" I said, "No, we're Ashkenazi." He said, "Well, there's a prevalence in the Ashkenazi community as well, so this might be something that you want to look into." I went home, researched it, and it looked like everything matched up. It sounded just like all the symptoms I've been having. And so I made an appointment, and he did a genetic test using my blood and called me back a week or 2 later and told me that yes, it was familial Mediterranean fever. I was so happy, I was so relieved that I finally had an answer. Off the back of the diagnosis, I was prescribed colchicine, which is a medicine that meant my chances of having an attack would go down considerably. I take 2 of those a day. It's been great. I haven't had any side effects at all. It hasn't affected my fertility. I'm 8.5 months pregnant right now, and it meant that I had my wedding day and I wasn't worried that I was going to have an attack. So it's been the best outcome. I think my message to other members of the Jewish community is just to be aware of the symptoms. So if your child is experiencing these symptoms, or if you are, just get yourself tested. Like so many of the diseases that affect our community, the genetic diseases, it's really simple to get the test, and for FMF, it's really simple to be treated as well. So don't go through what I went through, get the answers, and you save yourself a lot of trouble and a lot of heartache.